Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection, just like we're committed to supporting your local athletes.
Join us in cheering on the Tigers this season. For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Gutters by GT is seamless solutions, reliable protection for you and your team. Find out more at guttersbygt.com. We are live here at the Roy Nystrom Arena at the Albert Lea City Arena for boys hockey, and it is a non-conference battle between Albert Lea and SIMLEY out of Inver Grove Heights. And we'll be talking with head coach Matt Erickson coming up here. And, of course, face-off scheduled for 3. They just got done with the JV game, and SIMLEY won that one. I didn't catch the score. Did you, Chad?
I did not.
I think it was 5-2 or 3 or something like that. They scored a shorthanded goal late, did SIMLEY's JV, and they took the victory there. I'm Jay Paul. The other voice you heard was Chad Butzler. He's my normal sidekick here, and we have Jonathan Streckert here again tonight, as he was last night. Although you've switched specialties now, you're our producer tonight. How you doing?
Doing quite well today, so.
All right, well, we'll put him through his paces and and see what happens here tonight. It's still a learning experience for us, too, because we're new at this. I mean, I've been in radio for a long time, but not the video part of it, so that's all new to me. We do thank Service Master by Ayatt for our scoreboard sponsorship and the coaches' interviews brought to you by LMR Media in Northfield. They're our parent company running Faribault.com, Northfield.com, and AlbertLea.com, and partnering in the Owatonna.com sports arenas. But we've got the Zamboni doing its thing here, and it'll be pretty close to game time coming up. Let's take a break and back with the Matt Erickson interview here.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like Crab Brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We prefer more personal interactions. We dedicate the majority of our space to our customers' dreams.
Wow. Look at that.
I know, it never gets old.
Wow. This is way bigger than your office.
Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by IATS Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by IATS today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Back here at Roy Nystrom Arena, just before face-off here at the top of the hour or so between Albert Lea and SIMLEY. Here's our coach interview, the pregame with Matt Erickson, brought to you by LMR Media up in Northfield. All right, it's the Tiger pregame, and Albert Lea boys hockey coach Matt Erickson joined me on the Tiger pregame here. Coach, I hope you can promise me the excitement of your 4-3 win over SIMLEY last season in Inver Grove Heights when Carson Severson scored, what, with 3 seconds left?
Yeah.
To win it?
Yeah, well, I can't guarantee that. That was it was a fun game, fun outcome. Obviously, it's a different year, right?
Yeah,
so.
right.
So both teams have different lineups. They had quite a few seniors last year, and no, I'm not going to guarantee that, Jay.
It'd be fun, though, on the heels of what the girls did with Northfield.
Correct.
And the overtime with a minute left, getting the win there. That would be a great week of hockey here in Albert Lea.
Yeah, right.
1-2 Tigers with a home opening and season opening win over Lords, and then you've been shut out by a couple of really good teams. Mankato West is 26, I think. Northfield is ranked higher than that. They're 8th ranked, I think.
Yeah.
So what did you take away from those two games?
Well, I think the Northfield game, that's a really good team.
They always are. They come out of the womb doing that.
Right. So to recap that one, we were in the penalty box way too much on that one. We've kind of hopefully we get a crack at them in the playoffs again. And then Mankato West, they're a good team. We scrimmaged them and early, first week or second week, and I thought we were better, and then we went over there and they kind of had our number, honestly. They outworked us all over the rink. They had more jump than we did. I wasn't extremely happy about our performance. I thought that our compete level wasn't great. So we've kind of hit the reset button here this last week and really kind of went to work, not only on our conditioning, but making sure that our compete level is better than it was.
Sure. Those things happen early in the season.
Yeah.
You just don't want them to happen later in the season.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Correct it now.
Yeah, or any time, frankly, for myself.
Well,
our program's built on hard work.
Sure.
And we can't defer from that. And, we got to get back on track here today. So today's a good test to see kind of how we're going to respond from the week of practice.
SIMLEY doesn't have anybody extra special on offense, and their goalies are getting scored on. Both that have played a lot have over 5 goals against you.
Yeah, well, the one thing with SIMLEY in being out of the Metro is they're in a really tough conference. So, you look at some of their scores, they don't really, you got to throw those scores out because they're playing a lot of AA teams up there.
Heavyweights, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just not, really for us, our programs are similar. So I just talked to Coach Horsch here, and we're already getting ready to play them or schedule them next year too. So it's one of those things where when you build a schedule, you want like-minded programs. and you know they're going to be a good opponent. For us tonight.
And you got a good one next Saturday with Mount Westonka.
Exactly.
They're way up there in the rankings, and we'll do that game too.
Right. So we got 4 games in 7 days, and this is the start, and we have to be good today. There's going to be some non-negotiables today as far as work ethic and stuff that we're going to be ready.
Less penalties will be one. Also, you got to try and get that power play going.
Yeah, the power play, and we worked on that this week, and thanks for bringing that up today. Yes, a little bit, because usually our program runs a pretty nice power play. Typically, our special teams are always pretty good. So yeah, you're right though. I mean, we do need to get on the power play column, because that 0 hanging over my head's not ideal.
Well, luckily they only kill 70%, 70 and 76 between you. So both clubs have struggled a little bit on the PK.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? I thought we were okay against Northfield. We just gave them too many chances. Okay. And then we have given up power play at least 1 in each game. So yeah, I mean, it hopefully we're getting more power plays than they are today, and hopefully, like you said, we can kind of get that 0 off the board here.
Yeah, we need the W today. You got another busy week, like you said. You have 1-2 Dodge County coming in here Tuesday night at 4-3 Winona, the big long trip to Winona on Thursday, and then 17th ranked Mount Westonka is 4-3. They're here at the Roy next Saturday. Do you know they have a guy named Peter Parker on their team?
No way.
He's a goalie. Spider-Man's a goalie for SIMLEY. He hasn't played yet, but he's a secret weapon.
Okay, well, he's probably their Swiss Army knife. Who knows? I don't know.
Maybe. Good luck, Coach. Always good to talk to you, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection, just like we're committed to supporting your local athletes.
Join us in cheering on the Tigers this season. For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Gutters by GT is seamless solutions, reliable protection for you and your team. Find out more at guttersbygt.com.
Accidents happen, and we know they don't always happen at convenient times. That's why River Valley Eye Professionals provides urgent eye care services for everything from pink eye to a scratch, injury, or sudden change in vision. Let yourself have peace of mind knowing that we'll be there for you when something goes wrong. If you happen to be in the unfortunate situation of having an urgent eye concern and don't know what to do, call River Valley Eye Professionals or find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
All right, back here at the Roy, and things about to start getting rocking here. Zamboni's done. The clock is running out of time. The refs should be on the ice. Sorry, that was Taco Bell from earlier. That's followed by the players coming out here. And love the uniforms for SIMLEY. They got the powder blue with the red trim and breezers, and those powder blue sweaters, they remind me of the San Diego Chargers.
I know the
old school Chargers.
The Twins wear some uniforms like that at one point during the year.
80s, I think we had them. What a stylish time of decade that was. Here comes the Albert LEA players, as you see, and we'll get to the starting lineups as well as the national anthem. Well, I do have the lines for Albert LEA. It's pretty much the same as. Well, they did change. The top line now, you've got Sam Stay, Jacob Kolker, and Tyler Balf Connor Persig, captain, moves to the second line centerman spot. He's got Brock Scott on his left and Drake Sternhagen on his right. So they flipped the first two lines here for this game. Archie Nelson, Keaton Bremer, and Sam McGill still the third line. And then the first defensive pair is Zayton Brewer with Evan Empinson and Ethan Styler also playing defense. Ledger Stadheim, of course, in goal. He's a captain. And Matt Erickson in his fourth season, 9th overall, as
very own Albert Lee Tigers.
We have our PA announcer here, and once we get to the lineups,
For the Minnesota State High School League.
we'll let her have take over there. As far as SIMLEY, they've got only 3 guys on the squad who haven't scored at least a point, which is pretty good after 7 games. But nobody over 6 goals. Tyler Letendre is a forward senior who leads them with 6 goals. Alex Miller, another forward who's a senior, has 4. Nobody else with more than 3 or 2. So they haven't been all that great, 3-4 on the year. But as Coach Erickson said, they play some tough teams up there out of Inver Grove Heights.
At High School, we would like to remind you that Minnesota State High School League events are an extension of the classroom, and that lessons are best learned when respect is shown to all. Please respect the American flag and national anthem. Please do not focus your energy on officials and coaches of tonight's contest. Rather, cheer on your student athletes for their hard work and efforts they have put in this season. We thank you for your support. Now for the starting lineup for the SIMLEY Spartans. In goal, number 1, Owen Unglesby. Defense, number 16, Riley Annett. Number 33 at D, Luke Milner. Starting at right wing, number 20, Gavin Shear. Starting at left wing, number 21, Sawyer Immel. And your center, number 22, Jamie Kennedy. SIMLEY is coached by Ben Horst and assisted by Jeff Huck, Ben McGrath, and Matt Nitty. And now the starting lineup for your Albert Lee Tigers. Starting in goal, number 30, Ledger Stadheim. At the number 12, Evan Amfinson. Also at the number 14, Zayden Brewer. For your left wing, you have number 7, Sam Stay. Right wing, number 19, Tyler Bulf. And starting at your center, number 17, Jacob Coker. Albert Lee is coached by Matt Erickson and assisted by Justin Amfinson, Blake Adams, and Jeremy Nelson. Officials for today's game are Aaron Anderson, Dylan Schutz, and Jeff Stendel. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you stand and remove your hats. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor and respect their efforts and our country by devoting our attention to the American flag throughout the completion of our national anthem.
Get underway here from the Roy, and
Play hockey.
SIMLEY found some facts out about their school, And named for I.T. SIMLEY, the retired superintendent of schools from South St. Paul who served as a consultant to Inver Grove Heights during the district's transition years. Their first graduating class back in 1961. They had 19 graduates that first year. They have grown quite a bit since then, I'm sure. By the way, Albert Lea wrestlers are at a 16-team tournament at Jackson County Central today. They lost to number 3 Stillwater, 5th-ranked Albert Lea, and 3rd-ranked Stillwater at Southwest Middle School yesterday. 45-20 was the final on that one. Their first loss of the year, the Tigers. Also, I think girls basketball, let me see, the schedule today. Wrestlers were at Jackson County Central at 9:45 this morning. Don't have we'll try and find some final numbers on that. Dance team had an invite in Owatonna, including my daughter Farron. That was started at 11. Basketball for the girls at 1 o'clock at SIMLEY up in Inver Grove Heights. And boys hockey here as we are underway. And controlled by the Tigers to start things. Brua goes back to get it. And we get it out of the zone. Fired back in by SIMLEY and gathered up there by Brua. And Zayton brings it to the blue line and out. Up ahead it goes to Sam Stay. Stay is still on that first line for the Tigers in his left wing. But they did change, switched Kolker and Persig at center and Balf and Sternhagen at the right side forward as we have face-off coming in the Spartans' end. To the right of their goaltender, Unglesby, who is 2-2. He's played in 6 games, 153 minutes. He's actually played less than Everett Hay, and we may see him because they are both have a lot of minutes this year. Unglesby's goals against average 5.67, which is nice for Albert Lea. If they can get 5.5, that'd be pretty much guaranteed to win. 8-11 save percentage is quite low too, and he's got 1 shutout and 2 penalty minutes, as does Ledger Stadheim, who just makes the save. He's got 2 penalty minutes himself. But Ledger, much better numbers, 915 save percentage, full 100 points higher, and 3 goals against average to 5.5 for Unglesby. The Tigers get it out of their end. It's a 1-on-2, but it's taken away by the Spartans. A red line work there for Ethan Styler. In there with Brua at defense. Ahead it comes to Persig, number 9. And still working to get it past the red line here. The Tigers stuck around the benches. And Brua loses it to number 7 that's Tucito for SIMLEY. Luke Tucito is an 8th grader. Number 7 in there for them. He's just going to come to the bench now, replaced by number 36, Aiden Fishback, a sophomore. As into the zone, Brua, the defenseman, gets a shot right in there and saved by Unglesby. 2 8th graders, Tucito and Schwab for SIMLEY. And Albert Lea just has all juniors and seniors except Drake Sternhagen, who's a sophomore, on their varsity roster. Here's Brua at the blue line. Gets a centering pass in there from Keaton Bremer into the corner. Bremer out front with the rebound. Gets into the corner and taken away by the Spartans. As they come down, nice 2-on-3. Shoot it in there and gloved and held onto by Stadheim. So they will face it off to his right. 2:17 into the contest and scoreless. Shots on goal 2-1 in favor of SIMLEY so far. As they draw there is won by the Tigers and knocked out of the zone. Deep into the corner, wave off the icing call, and hustling back there, Kolker gets a piece of it out to front on the blue line. The shot taken there by McGill, I believe it was. No, it's 17. That would be Jacob Kolker. Couple 17 and 16 messed up. Here it is in the corner. Chasing it in there, Colker. Keeping it alive with help from Balf. Tigers out of the zone, but still in control here. We're 3 minutes into the first period. As Zayden Brua had doing a lot of stick handling here early on. He's been their point guard, basically, on a couple of trips down. As the fight goes, Evan Enfinson back there behind the goal, gets it out front. Almost taking it on the run, Drake Sternhagen, but he was knocked off of the puck. And now we have a stoppage as Stadheim makes the glove save. Face off coming up. Here's Connor Persig against Simley centerman as the Spartans win that draw, but it's quickly taken away by the Tigers. Persig, Anfinson, and then picked off around the red line by the Spartans as they come into the zone. Around the back, taken away nicely by Connor. He gets it ahead. Now that's a hockey name, Connor, for you. As Drake has it on the side, he's going to center it to Connor, and it's in! Score for the Tigers! 3:49 into the first period. And Connor Persig with his third of the season from Drake Sternhagen. Leading goal scorer, of course, for Albert Lea. Scored 3 of their 4 goals on the season. Brooks Scott has the other one. Those were in that first game they scored. So 1-0, 2 shots, 1 goal.
Connor Persig, assisted by number 10, Drake Sternhagen. Again, 9 from 10.
Just as I suspected, but it's always good to hear it from PA. 3 shots to 2 in favor of Simley. As Brua has it here on the right side and skates into the circle, takes a shot that hit traffic. Persig with a turnaround. That hit somebody out front. Karam's off, and here comes Simley. The Tigers have a good shot in this game. Seem to be some holes in the defense of this crew. And I know they play some AA teams and everything, but 5 is pretty high for both of your goalies to have. And then they have Peter Parker sitting on the bench doing nothing. He's Spider-Man. Put him in. Hasn't played a second yet. He's the third goalie. They got a full bench, don't they? They got like 12 guys on the bench to Albert Lea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a few more bodies as the Tigers play it up from behind their goal. As Ethan Styler out there, the junior, 18. Now 16, grabbing it, Sam McGill. Finally to the red line. Tigers got that all-important first goal. Got that out of the way early. As Colker takes it around back, then cross-ices it to Brua, who cross-ices it to McGill. And then it's lost in the offensive end for the Tigers. Got some speed going here, 1-on-3. Too much speed because the Tigers are able to take it off his stick. Still held in the zone, and then a pop fly down the ice. It goes over the glass height. And they're going to get an icing call. 11:06 to play. 4-3 in shots, Albert Lea, but more importantly, 1-0 in score. Your thoughts, Chad?
So far, I like what I see. They definitely look energized and ready to play this game, so that's a good sign.
I think if they weren't, they'd be sitting by Coach Erickson.
Yeah, after listening to his pregame.
And you look at him, too. He is fired up on the bench. He is in game shape. He's barking signals. I like the guy. He's a fun interview, too. All of our coaches are really good, easy to talk to, and forthcoming, I think. Basketball, going back to football with Paul Dunn. Pretty lucky to have a good crew of coaches for girls and boys sports here in Albert Lea. And Dave Langroot in the activities office, always fun to work with as well, and we wish him good health. As it's taken away by Simley. Across the blue line, here they come, and Anfinson breaks that one up. Now on the run the other way, Sam Stay. He's got Tyler Balf with him and centers it, but goes behind Balf. I don't think he was ready for that one. A Brua slap shot from the blue line goes wide. He's got it again now, number 14. Some traffic, so he maneuvers, then takes a shot, and it's redirected by Connor, but couldn't quite put it in. There's a good chance there. Fourth shot by the Tigers to 3 for Simley. Albert Lee gets it taken away. Brua gets it cross ice. Anfinson to Connor. Played again into that corner. They're having a hard time getting it past the goal line back there. But finally, it's Anfinson who grabs it. And forward they go. Persig with Sternhagen and Scott alongside. And they lose it before a shot can be taken. Back the other way. Simley dumps it in there. It was 1-on-3. And Ledger makes the save and holds on with 9:23 to go. Even in shots at 4. 1-0 Albert Lee. Coming up to halfway through the first period. Very sparse crowd here on this Saturday with visiting Spartans in town. They don't have a whole bunch here on this side. And Albert Lee, some holes over there too if you want to come in and watch some good high school boys hockey. And right now Albert Lee with the advantage, 1-0, playing well. And a whistle, a high stick. So we'll have a face-off going into the Simley end. It must have been on them then.
I noticed we didn't have our junior flag boys this morning, this afternoon, so I'm guessing they're probably playing their own games on a Saturday.
Yeah, that might be. It's Connor Persig, he's going to be taking on Jamie Kennedy. Face-off here of MTV fame. No, wait a minute. As Scott fighting over there on the half wall. Connor ends up with it and gets it to Sternhagen. He's in the corner. 9, 10, and 11. Easy to remember that line. As it's redirected out front by Scott, but that was hit traffic. And they hold it in, but a whistle and carried it. Hand pass. So the face-off goes the other end. Hand pass on one of the Tigers. They make this game hard. Should be able to hand pass. 8:48 to go. 8.5 is halfway through the period, and that's a draw that's won by, finally, Simley. Holds it in a little bit here. Shot goes off. Ricochets off of Mr. Stadheim into the netting in the corner. How you doing, Jonathan? First day producing? All right?
Good, yeah.
No questions?
No.
Good. He's the man. Well, Chad trained him right. That's what it is. It's the coaching. Here's Kolker and the face-off for Albert Lee, which is won by the Tigers. Kind of now, yeah, they do have it as Kolker brings it around the back, leaves it for Brua, who steams up the ice, and ahead it goes to Stay, just too far for him. And Simley able to affect that one, but Tigers hold it in the zone. There's a shot from the blue line that is knocked aside by Unglesby. Tigers still controlling. Stay has it. There's a shot that hit traffic by Balf. As the Spartans get it out of the zone, Brua chases it down with Anfinson alongside. And even Kolker comes all the way back. He's the centerman on this number 1 line today. And out of play somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, ice. I lost sight of it here along the benches. Puck was sent down the ice. Now they'll have the face-off to Ledger's right. 7:46 to go. In the opening period, 1-0 Albert Lee. They still hold the one-shot edge, 6-5. And they get it out of the zone. Up ahead it comes to Archie Nelson, third line out there for the Tigers. Nelson, Bremer, and McGill with Brua and Styler on defense. Spartans take it the other way and knock it into the zone, but nobody knows where it went. It got stuck somewhere on a side of the... This got knocked out of there in the corner. Again, another blind spot basically for us, but they'll face off here on the red dot in front of us. SIMLEY blue line. Connor Persig taking on Eli Boone in that one. As it goes into the far corner and then out of play. Everybody looking at each other. Oh, somebody get it out of the netting, he says. AlbertLeeLive.com busy again next week. We have the orchestra and band concert at 6:15 on Monday. And then Tuesday, it's boys hockey with Dodge County here at 7:30, I believe. And then girls hockey Thursday, Winona. And then Saturday afternoon, Mound West Tonka here to face these Albert Lee boys next Saturday at 3. Then we'll take our little Christmas break. We'll have off until the 27th. From sports, face off to Unglesby's right, and that's a mouthful. Unglesby's right. Unglesby's. As a fight for the puck, it gets knocked out of the offensive zone, and here's a breakaway shot, and in the way of it was Stadheim. And he holds on to stop the clock. 6:53 to go. 6-6 in shots. 1-0 Albert Lee in goals. It's good to see them get started, Chad, because they've been shut out their last 2 games, so they had to prove they could score again.
Yeah, that's been one of their biggest concerns is they just haven't had the offensive firepower like the girls' team.
Yeah, you're right, though. They're playing with a lot of intensity here. Early on, I mean, it's early. It's a long, grinding game when you're playing hockey out here, but so far it looks like they've got the intensity and matching speed with these guys. And the early lead helps. There's Scott in the circle. It gets knocked away by the defenseman. To Brua on the other side at the circle. He sends one in, and deflection went wide left. As they fight for it along the half boards on that far side. Anfinson takes a one-timer from the blue line. Connor gets the rebound, and that goes wide and into the far corner. Persig knocks the guy into the wall over there, and then he gets the pass. He's like twice the size of that guy guarding him. As Unglesby is able to hold on to that shot, and it's just under 6 minutes to go here. 1-0 Albert Lee. Anfinson out there with Styler on defense, and it's third line, I believe. No, it's Kolker, Balf, and Stay, the first line out there offensively. Stays out in front. He goes behind the goal to see if he can take it away, but it's held in by Anfinson. On the other side to Styler with a shot that's saved by Unglesby. Held on to. The face-off coming to his right again. 5.5 to go. First period. Second time we've played these guys ever that I know of. When we beat them last year 4-3 on a goal with 3 seconds left in regulation. It was up there in Denver Grove Heights. Referenced that with Coach Erickson in the pregame. As I said, it'd be fun after the girls got their overtime win with 1 minute left in overtime over Northfield Tuesday. To have the boys do another 4-3 last second thrilling win, that would be quite a week for hockey here in Albert Lee. Let's see what happens here as we go. Holding it in. The Tigers just stay on the near side circle. Double teamed over there. They take it away from him and out of the zone. And Tyler Letendre is number 4 for Simley. He's their leading goal scorer with 6. Alex Miller, number 6, has 4, their second leading scorer. And Letendre goes off the ice. He's also got 7 assists, 6 goals and 7 assists. Leads the team in both categories. He's a senior. There's Stay around the back of the goal. Gets it taken off his stick and back the other way. Not out of the zone, though. It's held in by Keaton Bremer. Number 3 for Albert Lee. Played down the ice. Center ice anyway. And Bremer takes it back across the blue line. He's got McGill with him. But the race to the puck is a tie. And now it's tied up between Skates and pops out front. But defense knocks it out of there, and still held in by the Tigers. 3:44 to go in the period. It's 1-0 Albert Lee. 4 guys over there between Skates, and then it is ripped out of there by number 18, Ethan Styler. He shoots it over there towards the goal. It goes into the corner. Simley going to bring it back out here, but it's held in again by Archie Nelson. Good forechecking here as they hold it in the zone for long periods of time and can't connect this time. And here comes, seems like Eli Boone there, but it seems like Simley has it in their offensive end very short period of time, and the Tigers have spent more time in their offensive zone. As Brewer brings it in. A loose puck out front, picked up by Simley, but held into the zone by Brock Scott. Plays it around to the far side, and Connor Persig can't quite get to it, and it's knocked out of the zone. Anfinson plays it back up to Persig, who's got a chance here. Got taken off his stick, and back the other way with 2:40 to go. Stadheim out of the goal to corral that one. There's a shot from the blue line that Ledger knocks off to the side into the corner with his stick. Anfinson has it behind the goal. Played ahead to the red line. Knocked back in by Simley with 2:20 to play in this opening period. 1-0 Albert Lee. Well, he had a hard time keeping his eye on it, Brewer, and then he gets it back to Anfinson. Ahead it goes to Drake Sternhagen, and he gets it into the corner. Scott is chasing it over there. Brock loses that race, and it goes the other way. Under 2 minutes to play in the first. As Simley on the attack here. Tried to get a shot off, but Scott knocked him off the puck, and they're going to get it one anyway, and they score on a turnaround slap shot by their leading goal scorer. That's Tyler Letendre. He is now 7 goals and 7 assists on this season. And it comes late in the period, 1:40 to go. 15:20 into the first. Tyler Letendre. Get the official announcement here from the PA. Both even strength goals, both Persig's and Letendre's.
There's no number 10.
Yeah, they're still sorting it out there as Tigers have the puck here with 1:29 to go. Leading in shots 8-7, but tied up now 1-1. As
For Simley, number 4, Tyler Letendre, assisted by number 10. Again, that's 4 from 10.
Yeah, she's right. They don't have a number 10 on their roster, so you just call them by their number when that happens. 1:07 to go here. They're tied at 1. Stay has it. It's not Stay. That's Colker, number 17, not 7. Gets a shot off, then the rebound was out there, but Oglesby able to cover it up. 58.2 to play. 1-1.
A lot of whistles this first period. It's never gotten really a good flow to this game yet. So.
Yeah, no penalties, but just a lot of stoppages for this, that, and the other. It's a busy bench for Simley. They travel with a lot of kids. And there's a shot for Brewer. That's rebound. And they try and shove it in there. Bremer, Persig out there, and a lot of pushing and shoving going on after the whistle. Out in front of Oglesby. 51.1 seconds to go. Unglesby is a junior. They also have Everett Hay, a junior, who has actually had more time in goal than Unglesby on the year, but his goals against the average is 5.53. He's played in 5 games. Unglesby's played in 6. And they've had, this is their 8th game. There is a shot from the blue line taken by Brua and saved. Not much time wasted there, as we'll have the face-off in the same area.
Well, I noticed they played one of the academy schools and lost 18-0. That doesn't help your stats at all.
No, that's true. Is it Holy Angels? Because they're like the top 3 team. Academy of Holy Angels. Might be.
Might be. I can't remember for sure.
Brua's got it out at the blue line. He passes it across the way to Styler, who takes a shot. That's hit out front and redirected. Held in, though, nicely by Bremer. Keaton fighting forward along the half boards here on the near side. Gets it behind the goal, and Persig tried to center it to him, but Bremer was tied up at the side too long, couldn't get to it. Now with 15 seconds left, a stick goes flying almost over the glass.
Right.
And Tigers get it out of the zone with 7 seconds to play in the opening period. Here's Drake Sternhagen. Get a good goal here, man. This will be his first of the year if he can get it. Sophomore is triple teamed and shoved to the ground, to the ice out there. And, hey, is bullying, is that a penalty? Because they all shoved him down and then stood over him there at the buzzer. And we end the first period with a 1-1 tie here at the Roy. And we'll take a break and be back with our results and our first intermission chat coming up on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. NorthfieldRetirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community. Innovation, choice, tradition.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen.
Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Like many of you, I recently had cataract surgery, and I am loving it. My vision has never been better. Driving at night is fun again, and I wake up in the morning and see. And now you're wondering, which doctor did I choose? Short answer is both. Dr. Miller fixed one eye, and Dr. Reinsbach operated on the other. They are both great people and fabulous surgeons. I trust them implicitly, and you can too, but just pick one.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
Whoa. Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, my friend Jay and I are looking for our dream home, something big. Right now I feel like I'm living on top of him.
Great, let's talk mortgages.
Wait, your bank is looking...
Cozy? Yeah, we like personal interactions. But as you can see, our vault still has plenty of space for our customers' dreams.
Wow!
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped? Is your bathroom outdated? Or maybe your basement is just wasted space? At NCC Builders, we specialize in transforming homes to meet your needs. Whether it's upgrading your kitchen, turning your bathroom into a spa-like retreat, or converting your basement into a functional living space, we're here to bring your vision to life. Let's start planning your remodel or new build today. NCC Builders, transforming homes and building dreams. Visit nccbuilders.com.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. We do this with superior customer service through timely communication by empowered employees who love to support the Northfield Dundas area. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
Back here at the City Arena in Albert Lea, 1-1 after one between SIMLEY and the hometown Albert Lea Tiger Boys hockey team. They need a win here. They opened up with a win at home against Lords, but then lost to Northfield and also Mankato West, shut out by both of them, 5-0 and 3-0. So it's been a long drought, and then they got that early goal. They scored first. It was Connor Persig scoring 3:49 into the first period, with his third of the season. He got two in the opener, and then he's got one here, even strength. And then a long time until it was tied up at 15:20 of the first by Tyler Letendre, his team-leading seventh of the season for SIMLEY, an even strength goal. And that's where we stand. We didn't have any penalties. We just had the two goals and some good back-and-forth play. Albert Lea coming out with the intensity. I'm pretty sure Coach Erickson says not enough intensity. Just turn up the intensity a little bit. It's a long grind, though, in these hockey games, and you got to have enough left at the end, although they can shorten up the lines and not have them out there so long. But it's interesting. They kind of shifted things around here after the two shutouts, with Sam staying at the left wing spot on that number one line, but Jacob Kolker and Connor Persig switching centerman spots for the first and second lines. And then Tyler Balf replacing Drake Sternhagen on the first line. And Drake going to line number two with Brock Scott on their left wing. And this third line staying the same with Archie Nelson, Keaton Bremer, and Sam McGill. And I don't know where they lost a defenseman somewhere along the line. They had 3 or 4 or 5, I thought. Now they're down to 3 on the lineup I was given by Coach Erickson. Was Aiden Brewer getting a lot of time out there. Evan Amfinson also with him, and Ethan Styler as well. Stadheim looked good in goal. He stopped 6 shots out of the 7 taken, and Albert Lea got 13 shots, so leading 13-7 in shots after the first. The Tigers spent more time in their offensive end than the Spartans did, but it comes out even at 1-1. Chad, I think they skate well with this team, and they can hang with them.
Yeah, it's definitely an evenly matched game, I would say. I like that Albert Lea's maintaining puck possession for the most part.
They're getting some better at passing. Those cross-ice passes here in the center of the rink, that's a good weapon to have if you can do it, and they've been completing a lot of those to each other. So, and they stayed out of the penalty box, which Erickson said was a big key too.
Well, and this Albert Lea team's going to get penalties. They're very aggressive. They're big hitters. You're going to see some penalties, but they've definitely got a control on it so far this game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. As Zamboni keeps its work going, we're going to take another break here and be back with second period action. Tied at 1 from the Roy on AlbertLeaLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection, just like we're committed to supporting your local athletes.
Join us in cheering on the Tigers this season.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Gutters by GT is seamless solutions, reliable protection for you and your team. Find out more at guttersbygt.com.
We know that there is more to a home than the building. There is care and detail in every last nook and cranny of what you call home. That's why Schmidt Homes is the only call you'll ever have to make. Their in-house designer will work with you to get everything the way you want it. Their highly skilled craftsmen and quality materials will ensure the best possible value for your home. When you're ready to start building your home, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Get started building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Hyatt. Hi, this is Beth Hyatt. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Hyatt will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. In this recently expanded area of our campus, we have increased daily licensed nursing coverage, making it possible to provide a higher level of clinical care and monitoring to those in need of additional support. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank, let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
So back here at the Royal with a 1-1 score after one period of play. Zamboni just wrapping up her work there, and Mrs. Zamboni today. Actually, a lot of times they have a Mrs. Zamboni, but that's a new girl there. That sounds fun. You see, wouldn't you like to do that, Chad?
I would like to try it once.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably do a lot of damage.
Right. I'd probably fall asleep.
You better know where the break is. You go through the wall. But that'd be fun. We have the weekend crew here for PA announcing and Zamboni riding as our normal crew. But I think PA girls doing well. And 1-1, 13-7 in shots for Albert Lee, and that is a good thing too. As this game, I think it's going to be quite competitive all the way through, just like last year. I'm hoping for that 4-3 last second win. And that would match the exact score of the girls' game, their 4-3 overtime win on Tuesday. Or was that Thursday? It was Tuesday. No, it was Thursday when they beat Northfield. And, yeah, it's good stuff, man. So, waiting for the refs and the teams to come out here. Let's check professional sports realm. The Gopher football team, by the way, is not professional, but they don't play until like January 3rd or 4th in their bowl game, the Slime Bowl, or what is it? The Mayo Bowl, I think is what it is. And Vikings, of course, playing Monday night against Chicago at U.S. Bank. The Minnesota Wild they won already today, 4-1.
All they do is win.
At home against the Flyers. So they ripped Philadelphia 4-1. Yeah, I know in the standings, if they're not the best record in the NHL, it's close to the best. And yet they don't get the love. I think the odds for them winning it all are quite low for a team that's got the best record going in all of hockey. Yeah, they got 44 points, one more than Winnipeg. Same division, two teams. It's kind of like the NFC North in the NFL. All the good teams are right at the top with Detroit, Green Bay, and the Vikings. But as far as the Timberwolves, they beat the Lakers last night. And they won't play again until tomorrow. They're going to be in San Antonio tomorrow night at 6. So here come the teams out for period number 2 with a 1-1 score here.
There's a big girls hockey game tonight at 7 p.m. at Owatonna. Dodge County versus Owatonna. Battle.
Yeah. Other games going on. I need to find out how the girls basketball team's doing. They're playing in Simley today. That started at 1. And dance team, I haven't heard anything from my daughter just yet. She's performing up in Owatonna. Here, I'll text her and say how'd it go. Let's see if she...
Well, if she ain't dancing, odds are she's probably on her phone. Because that's what kids do nowadays.
Yeah, I know. I had to yell at her during... She was looking at it while doing the camera work, and I was like, no phones when you're working. She looks at me like big boss guy. But that's kids for you. We haven't had to reprimand Jonathan just yet, but what do you think of hockey so far? You don't go to a lot of hockey games, do you?
No, not really, so...
What do you think? It's kind of cold, isn't it?
I guess, yeah, but I guess kind of need to skate around, so...
Now, have you ever been on ice skates?
No, I don't know how to skate, so...
Yeah, I don't either. I've roller skated before when I was a youth, but never really got into the ice skating.
So girls basketball came off a great win last night and lost to Simley 41-40.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I was hoping they'd get their winning streak going after a 35-game losing streak snapped last night. But, wow, 1 point short. Well, good for them. They're playing a lot better, and I think they're going to get their share of wins this year. As PA booth is rocking out here today, huh?
Guns N' Roses earlier, Kid Rock now.
Yeah. Face off as Albert Lee going right to left here this period, and it's controlled by the Tigers. Kolker winning that draw. Top line again, Kolker, Stay, and Balf. Then Persick, Scott, and Sternhagen. With Bremer, Nelson, and McGill, the third line. And right now the defenseman Brua and Anfinson as back and forth in no man's land. Now Stay brings it into the zone on that far side. Puts the brakes on. Gets it back to Anfinson. The shot goes, I think it was redirected by somebody out front, but the goalie had a piece of it. And now it goes floating all the way down the ice. 1-1. Just starting second period action here in Albert Lee. Simley out of Inver Grove Heights. St. Paul Subby.
Right down the road from South St. Paul, who has quite the storied hockey program.
Yeah, no doubt. As into the corner it goes. Chased down there by Balf. Tyler goes whizzing by him and out of the zone. Here comes Simley the other way. Save there by Ledger. Kicks it out to the corner. And that one goes popping in the air to the near side. The big kid there, 33. That's Luke Milner, 6 foot, 195 pounder is what it says, junior. It's bigger than that. As Scott brings it around back. Held in by the Tigers. Shot goes wide. Persick steals and scores! From the circle, he just pumped it right under or over the shoulder of the goalie, Unglesby. And that comes 147. He scored at 3:49 of the first and 1:47 of the second. His fourth of the year, all even strength goals. We'll get the official calls to see if he give an assist to anybody. He's got the crowd noisy. Boy, for not many people, it gets... Well, that was mostly, I think, the sound system. I heard cheering going on.
For the Tigers, number 9, Connor Persig, unassisted. Again, number 9, unassisted.
So he did it by himself there as he stole a puck in the circle and just gave it a shot, and it went right in. So 2-1 Albert Lea as they chase it down in their defensive zone. And let's get a lead going here of more than a goal, and the shot out front. They score right back. That's Ethan Oglesby, I believe, number 13. And brother of or cousin of the goalie, senior. Older brother or cousin. Ties it up. Well, that didn't take long.
No.
2:19 of the second. And for Ethan, that's his fourth goal of the season. And again, an even strength goal. 2-2. Tigers in the defensive zone trying to get it out of there, but held in by the Spartans. Finally, Stay grabs it. Sam takes it down the near boards. There's a collision down there with Kolker and a Spartan, and a save by Owen Oglesby, the goalie, to stop play. I want to make sure it's still him, number 1. But they do play the other goalie quite a bit, who is number 32. It looks like 1 on his jersey on the sleeve. Face off. It's controlled by the Tigers. Shot from the blue line, taken there by Styler and saved by Oglesby. Amphison and Styler in defense. Got Archie Nelson out there, number 5, along with Sam McGill, number 16, and Keaton Bremer, number 3. In the face-off, that one goes high and out of play.
That 18-0 loss that SIMLEY suffered with St. Thomas Academy.
Ah, yeah. Another St. Paul school, isn't it?
That I'm not sure, but I know they're huge in hockey, so
yeah,
like most of those academies are. But
yeah, if you got an academy on your name, you're pretty good, or you're stealing players from other teams or whatever. As it's played out of the zone by the Spartans. It's grabbed there by Bremer, but he does get it out of the zone there defensively. Back and forth around the red line as it's played in by McGill, and he chases it as well as Bremer around the back. 13.5 to play in the second period. 2-2. We got us a barn burner here in the barn, known as the Roy. And that'll be an icing call. I'll bring it back for a face-off to the other side. Now doubled up in shots, though, Albert Lea, with 18 shots to 9 for SIMLEY. And that means in this period alone, it's 5-2, Albert Lea in shots. But a goal each ties it up at 2. Into the corner. That goes up into the netting. We've had a lot of that. Yeah. A lot of pop flies here tonight.
No penalties, though. So.
Yeah. It's been a clean game. Getting another puck from the ice bucket that is in the PA booth. Face off. Persig for Albert Lea. Tries to whack at it and gets it to Scott on the number 2 line tonight. Sternhagen working behind the goal line to knock it free, but the Spartans take it out of the zone to the red line, where Scott plays it back in to Drake, but that gets knocked out. Persig fighting for it now at the red line. A lot of binging and banging going on out there in neutral ice. And another one played out of play and into the stands. Not far from us.
Put your helmets on.
Need my Goldie glove. Connor Persig looking for a hat trick tonight. But in the face-off is Jacob Kolker, and Spartans control that draw. They go back into their corner and get it across ice, and taken at the red line by Brua. He couldn't get a hold of it, so he knocked his guy over, and then he took it away. Spins, nice reversal there by Brua. Left his guy in the dust. And taken by Kolker, 17. Cross ice for Belf, number 19. That front line for the Tigers tonight. I say tonight because I'm used to night games. It's obviously daytime, but down the ice it goes, right on goal. You always have to be aware for as goalies. Unglesby was paying attention there. Along the boards here on the benches, and it finally breaks free. Enfinson plays it across to Brua. Back to Evan, and down the ice. And they'll ice it and go all the way back for the face-off to the left of Stadheim. .11:35 to go, second period. 2-2. Albert Lee and Simley, 19-9. Albert Lee in shots as they face off in their defensive zone and win that draw. And it's Bremer who plays it up to the blue line. That's a shot by Simley that goes wide. Taken away again by Bremer and out of the zone finally by Styler, but back in come the Spartans. Shot off the end wall. And Brua brings it out of the zone and up ahead, trying to pass it ahead to Styler there. Actually, McGill, I think it was, 16. As Sam tries to center it, but misses his mark, and it goes all the way down the ice. Popping out of the goal to get it. Stadheim there. Save time, get it to Styler, and ahead they come. 10:43 to play in the middle period. A goal each in each of our two periods so far. A shot from the far side by McGill. Been out there quite a while. Comes for a change. Sternhagen goes in for him, and we have a whistle and some shoving back behind the goal, but an icing call. 10:23 to go. Persig will be in the face-off here against Tyler Letendre. They've each scored here today. Connor with 2, Letendre with 1 goal. Taken away by the Tigers at the red line. Knocked into their offensive end, but then back out it goes. That'll be icing. 10:08 to play. Nastiness outside, no, not real bad. I mean, the temperature hanging around freezing, so it's going to be slippery spots out there, folks. Be careful on bridge decks and on and off ramps and the usual places, intersections, things like that. But it wasn't too bad of a drive in. Of course, I only live 3 miles from here, so
I'm even closer than that. So
wasn't that bad, but back and forth. Here's a little 1-on-2 for Simley as he bring it in, and it's knocked away defensively by Styler. Not quite out of the zone for the Tigers, though, as it's held in, and Brua goes back. Tries to pass it around. That's another pop fly into the stands, and they'll replace that puck. Well, somebody's going to have to rescue it. Nobody was chasing it down, though. Unless they threw it back and I didn't see. Face off is to the left of Ledger. And a draw that's won by the Tigers. Brua has it. Sets the attack here behind the goal. Goes to the right. Gets it ahead to teammate Mouth. Knocking into the zone, actually, but nobody's in there to do anything with it. Back to the red line. Both teams taking whacks at the puck with 9:09 to go here in the second. And a 2-2 tie. Anfinson knocks it around behind and all the way down the ice, but they call off the icing as one off the stick of a SIMLEY player. And the race to it is won by Sam Stay. And now they knock it free, and a nice collision there for Brua into a SIMLEY player. But the Spartans take over possession and get it out of the zone momentarily, but it's knocked back in there by Jacob Kolker. 8.5 to play in the second. Kolker gives a shoulder to number 13, Ethan Unglesby. Another shot by Stay that goes wide and comes back out to him. See if he can get another backhander off here. He circles around into the corner. And it was Balf who was spread out on the ice there. Got tripped up out in front of the goal. No call. Still no penalties in the game. Oh, we got a whistle. Now we do have a penalty on the hometown team. Just as I said it, Tyler Balf goes in for the first penalty of the day. 8:54 of the second. We'll get the official announcement on it as soon as they start play here. And the face-off into the Tiger offensive end.
Coincidental penalties have been assessed to Albert Lee's number 19, Tyler Balf, and SIMLEY's number 13, Ethan Unglesby, 2 minutes for slashing.
I missed Unglesby's penalty, so yeah, offsetting penalties. And more pushing and shoving.
Might have some more penalties coming here.
Boys are getting tired. They want to sit in the penalty box for a couple minutes. As Persig will go for Albert Lee and Jamie Kennedy from MTV fame.
Persig was pleading his case because he was actually caught for retaliation. He didn't initiate it, but sometimes the retaliator gets the most of it.
7:12 of the second for these penalties. We don't have any penalties for a period and a half, and now we can't stop getting them. As they're back underway.
What was that?
And get it written down myself here before I can actually get my eyes back on it. Get the official call here. It'd be similar to that first one as Spartans play it in. So we've got
coincidental penalties have been assessed. Number 9, Connor Persig from Albert Lee, and SIMLEY's number 22, Jamie Kennedy, 2 minutes for high sticking.
So no times on those on the scoreboard. They'll let us know when they go, but it's 5-on-5 here still with the coincidental penalties. In the corner, battle for the puck. Albert Lee on the offensive end here as Stay knocks it free, and a shot from just outside the circle by Styler goes wide. Albert Lee up 20-9 in shots, so a healthy lead there. But a 2-2 score with 6:38 to go when time stops here. And the face-off coming in the SIMLEY end. Goalie Everett Hay looks like he's ready to come in. does have a lot of time. He's got more time on goal this year than Owen Unglesby. Both with over 5 goals against average. So Alberta with 2. They've got some work to do. And here comes Stay into the zone. He takes a little backhander that is saved by Unglesby. And it goes all the way out to the blue line. And Spartans 2-on-3 break. They get it knocked away right away. And a collision over there on the far side. McGill. And another collision with Drake Sternhagen taking a guy out. Right at his bench. He just kind of knocked him right over onto the bench. And stoppage. It's getting a little chippy out there now, Chad.
Nice save by Stadheim there with his glove on it. Yeah, it is. I don't know if I would want to be hitting McGill, though. He's a big boy. I've seen what he can do in football, so.
He's coming off right now, and so we've got Stay out there with Kolker in the face-off and Tyler Balfe, and then it looks like Styler and Anfinson on defense. Nope, it's Styler and Brua on defense. My mistake as it goes flying into the Simley defensive end. 5:40 to play in the second, 2-2. And still a player each in the penalty box. Shot goes over Stadheim's head. Into the corner, picked up there by the Tigers. Tried to play it out of the zone, but it's caught and dropped. Centering pass hits no one, and the Tigers lackadaisical trying to get it out of the zone, and they do, but it's taken right back in by the Simley Spartans. Sawyer Immel, number 21, had a run at it, but it gets knocked down the ice. No icing with 5 minutes to play. Sternhagen back out there, as is Stay. And with them is Keaton Bremer, mixing up the lines a little bit here. And a shot there by the Tigers. It goes off the stick of Unglesby. Back to the red line. 4.5 to play in the second with the 2-2 tie. The twos are wild. We have 22 shots. It's 2-2. We're in the second period. And Connor Persig has 2 goals in the game. And they play it around here, the half wall near side, and that goes in on goal with a slow roller. Sometimes those are the toughest to stop, but Unglesby gets it. 4:16 to go. They'll face off to his right. Persig's out there. Get the Hattie, Connor. Come on, man. Kolker's going to face off. Sternhagen out there, too. Persig gets the puck and throws it up there, and it goes into the netting out of play. It was a good idea. He had that one up front and had a shot opportunity.
Yeah. He played it with his skate. I don't know.
I think it was spinning.
Oh, that could be.
And he was trying to kick it to get it down level.
So I was waiting for a big blast there. And kicked it with his skate.
Brua plays it at the blue line, gets it in behind the goal, chased down here, near side by Anfinson. Persig centers it to Stay, who can't quite get a good enough shot. Now he's got a chance. Oh, he whiffed on it. Then it's into Persig out in front, and he couldn't control it, so it goes into the corner. We're down to 3:50 to go in the second. That one goes close.
That was redirected almost perfectly.
Yeah.
It might have been off a defender. I couldn't tell for sure.
I love those own goals. I haven't had one of those yet. As Persig puts one on the goal, and it's kicked out into the corner by Unglesby. Connor holds it in. He wants his hat trick, but loses the puck there with 3:20 to play. Play back into the Tiger offensive end as Sternhagen tries to center it there, but couldn't quite control it. Goes into the other corner. Persig has it. Sternhagen to the bench. Gets Keaton Bremer in there. 3 minutes to play. And And then Spartans have it at center ice. Anfinson whacks it against the wall here near side. Still goes between teams in the neutral zone and finally played in by SIMLEY behind the goal. 2:35 to go, second period. Tied up at 2. And here comes Tigers on another try. It's Bremer behind the goal. He's got Stay with him. He's a little bit from the first and third lines out there. That's knocked out of the zone by SIMLEY with 2:15 to play. Brua has it over to Anfinson. And they'll set it up again to get it up ahead. Nice cross-ice pass there for Stay. Actually, that was Brock Scott, number 11, who took a shot. It was stopped by Unglesby. 2:06 to go.
Yeah, if you told me the shot difference would be 27-9, I wouldn't expect the score to be 2-2. But
no, not at all. Yeah, that's more indicative of a 4-2 or something.
Right.
Now Connor in the face-off. And controlled by the Spartans. Out of the zone. 2 minutes to go here in the second. Tied at 2. Brua puts the brakes on. And he and Styler will bring it up. As Ethan plays it in, and it's a shot on goal. Save by Unglesby. Minute 46 to go here in the middle period. As Kolker goes back in. He's in there with Persig and Sternhagen, with Brua and Styler on defense for the Tigers. And Kolker wins that draw. Sternhagen has him behind the goal. Persig patrolling out front. They get trying to get the centering pass, but that's blocked by traffic. Still alive though, and that's turnaround. A shot there by Kolker that goes into the corner. Minute and a half to play. And they get it out to the blue line. Styler takes a shot. That's blocked by traffic. Gets it again and puts another one in there. Kicked out of there by a defenseman. It was Ethan Unglesby who got a foot on it. 1:08 to play. See if we can get a tie-breaking goal here before the end of the period. That goes out of play. Far side, and minute 1 remains. On the ice here is Sam Stay with Keaton Bremer and Brock Scott, with Brua and Styler on defense. With a minute 1 to go, second period, all tied up at 2, and Keaton in the face-off goes right to the goalie and stops. So they'll do it again. And this time it goes to the half wall over there, and Tigers have it. Brua with a shot from the blue line goes into the corner. Chase it down there and get it around the other side. And the fight for it along the half wall is picked up by Brua, and then farther into Scott, who plays it behind the goal to Bremer. Blue line again, side in the circle. That goes through the crease to the near side. Styler plays it in behind the goal to Bremer. Gets past him. Held in by Brua, and now they've got some guys behind him, so here's a chance for Stay, and he couldn't control it on his stick, and it goes into the corner. Great opportunity there. I know Unglesby was there in position, but you can always put it past a goalie, and when he's got a 5+ goals against average. Well, that ends the period, and it's 2-2. We were tied at 1 after 1, tied at 2 after 2, even though the shots are 29-9 in favor of Albert Lea here. They should have put a couple more on the board here, but we do have the third period coming up. Second intermission on the way here on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays. Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeeLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. In this recently expanded area of our campus, we have increased daily licensed nursing coverage, making it possible to provide a higher level of clinical care and monitoring to those in need of additional support. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Back here at the Roy, it's a 2-2 score after 2. We were tied at 1 after 1, now tied at 2 after 2. I'm Jay Paul, along with Chad Butzler, and our producer today is Jonathan Streckert, a junior at Albert Lee High School, doing a great job, and we appreciate that. Let's play back the goal. You got your replay here. Connor Persig's second goal, first of the second period at 1:47 of the second. Even strength goal, his fourth of the season. And there it is, going in, and second of the game, like I said. So he's got a chance at the Hattie. And then with 2:19, it was just like 32 seconds later, they tied it at SIMLEY with Ethan Unglesby getting his fourth of the season even strength. We did have our first penalties of the game as they got a little bit shovey and chippy, and Tyler Balfe and Ethan Unglesby went into the penalty box at 8:54 of the second, and then a minute and a half later, Connor Persig and Jamie Kennedy were high-sticking each other, and they got thrown into the sin bin as well. But no power play goals scored. Actually, they were even strength, so there wasn't even a power play for either squad. They just kept going 5-on-5. And that's how we stand at 2-2. But 29-9 in shots overall, and that means in the second period alone, it was 16-2. We only held them to 2 shots, Chad, in that second period.
Yeah, like I said, it feels like Albert Lee has won every aspect of the game. It's just a tied score, but...
Yeah, they had some shots that they either whiffed on. Wide open, not wide open, but open attempts out in front. I know Persig had one, Stay had one that he whiffed on. It could be, should be, but it's just not 4-2 or 5-2. But it very easily could be, as they are dominating time in their offensive zone and getting better shot opportunities. But you got to make good contact as well. And Oglesby's been all right. As has Ledger Stenheim, and his usual 3 goals against average, kind of what it looks like here with 2 already after 2. As we will get to that third and final period here. The girls, you might have heard earlier, Chad said that SIMLEY beat our girls. Last night, the girls basketball team ended their 35-game losing streak with a 57-52 win at home over Winona. They had a 17-point lead in that game and then ended up with a 5-point win. They went to SIMLEY today, quick turnaround for them, and lost by 1, 41-40. And so they're going to start a new winning tradition. But they got a game next Friday. They're off till Friday at Rochester John Marshall. The girls' hockey team is not playing today, but we will have them in action coming up, I believe, Thursday.
Yes.
As they have at Northfield Tuesday, the big rematch of their 4-3 overtime win here. They are in Northfield Tuesday. And we'll have that on AlbertLeeLive.com with the Northfield play-by-play crew doing the honors there. They have Winona here Thursday. We'll have that game for you here on AlbertLeeLive.com, 7:15. And then they have the Christmas break until the day after Christmas when they go to War Road for games against Mound Westonka and War Road. That must have just been added, that Mound Westonka one.
Yeah, I didn't see that before. Oh, because it's the Holiday Classic.
Yeah, they have the 3 games. Mound Westonka on Thursday the 26th. Yeah. War Road Friday the 27th. And Crookston on Saturday the 28th, all up at the War Road Hockeytown Holiday Classic.
Yep. They didn't have it listed as the Holiday Classic before. That makes sense, but that's some tough games right there.
Yeah, it is. For sure. And then boys basketball got a win last night. I got to dial that up here quick and see what went down. They went to Winona and got a 63-51 win. They lost to Austin even though they had a lead, 17-point lead in fact. I was told by Harrison Cates, the head coach and assistant athletic director or activities director at Alberta High School. And so they lost to Austin. They had the 3 losses to open the season, but got the win at Winona, 63-51. They play Tuesday against Rochester Mayo, and we'll have that game. We're going to be doing, this crew will be doing, well, at least me and Chad. Well, you're not going to be here Tuesday.
No, I won't be Tuesday.
I'll be here at the Ice Arena for boys hockey, but Lance and crew will have the basketball game. Hopefully, I think they've done that the last 2 weeks when we had doubled up games. So we can put 2-3 games on at the same time if we have to. And then they are at Dilworth Glendon Felton for their holiday tournament Friday the 27th. It just looks like one game there. I would imagine it's more. Usually you get 2 or 3 if you got to go that far. I don't know exactly where Dilworth, Glendon, or Felton are, but it's nowhere close, I would imagine. And boys swimming and diving also has games going on, but I can't access their site. Now, the wrestling team had success yesterday in our broadcast that we did, beating both Westfield and Austin. Or is that yesterday? It was Tuesday. I get my days mixed up. But, yeah, we were doing basketball yesterday. It was earlier in the week.
Friday.
Okay, the wrestling team. Anyway, they got a win. But then they ended up losing yesterday to Stillwater. Stillwater area ranked 3rd in Class 3A. Albert Lee was 5th. But they handled us 48-20 or something like that. But we had 2 or 3 defaults So maybe some sicknesses or injuries, and so not everybody was there for Albert Lea, and that did affect the outcome there a little bit. They are in action today. I keep forgetting where all these people are, but the wrestling team was in action at 9:45 this morning in Jackson County. And listen to the list of schools that were there. Adrian Ellsworth, Aitken, Fulda, Hutchinson, Jackson County Central, Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial, Laverne, Maple River, Paynesville, Red Rock Central, United South Central, Wabasha Kellogg, Waseca, Western Christian, Windham area, and Worthington. 17 schools at a tournament in Jackson County.
Jackson County's got a good program coming off a great football season. So
yeah, that too. Dance team in Owatonna today at 11. That started. And girls basketball losing to SIMLEY by 1. A tough, heartbreaking loss there. And then this game here. About to go into the third period. Let's take a 2-minute break if you got one there, John. And we'll be back with period number 3 here from the Ice Arena, Ryan Eystrom Arena here on AlbertLeaSLive.com.
Discover GT Window and Door, dedicated to transforming houses into homes for over 12 years. Every window and door is an opportunity to step into a world of possibilities. Whether it's upgrading your windows for better insulation or adding style with a new door, GT Window and Door is here to make your home dreams a reality. I'm Adam with GT Window and Door. We take pride in our commitment to excellence, ensuring we're your go-to for all things windows and doors. Call us today to schedule your consultation and start your journey to a more beautiful, comfortable home with GT Window and Door.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
Fall into savings with cooler weather means hotter deals at Northfield Ford Chrysler. Visit us to see the latest Ram trucks, Jeep Cherokees, and Dodge Durangos. And fall into savings because Northfield Ford Chrysler is the home of the best price guarantee. There is no question. Come see the difference at Northfield Ford Chrysler. If you're ready for an extraordinary sales experience, we're ready to serve. Open 6 days a week. Located on Highway 3 here in Northfield.
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like crab brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We prefer more personal interactions. We dedicate the majority of our space to our customers' dreams.
Wow. Look at that.
I know, it never gets old.
Wow. This is way bigger than your office.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
And we're back here for the start of the third period as the teams hit the ice. 2-2. It was 1-1 after 1. Connor Persig and Tyler Latendre scoring for each of their clubs. And then 2-2 after 2 with Persig and Ethan Unglesby scoring in that period. So very evenly matched clubs here. Starting to get a little...
You might get that 4-3 last second winner here.
Yeah, might happen. I'd even take a 3-2. As long as Albert Lea wins, I don't care. No goalie changes. Still Unglesby and Stadheim. As we get ready to go here, and last minute instructions. Final 17 on the clock. 29-9 shot lead for Albert Lea. And if they can keep that up, I think that gives them the advantage here to try and knock one in.
Yeah, and they've had some opportunities where they just had the puck off their stick, and I think Stabe just missed that one where it was just him and the goal.
If he would have got a hold of that one, that could have been the difference there, but can't always be perfect when you're on skates. It's tough to control everything. So Kolker in the face-off against Latendre. And the battle is won by the Tigers as they go left to right here. Send it into the zone. Played by Unglesby into the half wall there. Tigers holding it in. Stay chases it, and so does Balf. And they bring it back the other way. The Spartans, that's gloved and held on to by Stadheim. Sternhagen and Brock Scott go out with Connor Persig, the number 2 line. Captain Connor will face off here against his opposing number 9, Daniel O'Shea. Tigers get that one, and it's Brua behind the goal, bringing it up the far side and getting it out of the zone. It skips past Brock Scott, but still held by the Tigers. No offsides there, and a shot goes right into the breadbasket of Unglesby. Still only 47 seconds into this period. Long way to go here, tied at 2. 30-10 in shots. Triple the shots for LEA. That one, another pop fly into the netting. Persig in the face-off with O'Shea. And the Tigers control that one. Shot there by Anfinson goes wide. Run into the wall head first for the SIMLEY player over there. And a score! Tigers take the lead again, and it's a non-Connor Persig goal. This is Brock Scott. And Brock with his second of the season. He scored in the opener against Lourdes, and now makes it 3-2 here on the 31st shot of the game. Just a minute 6 into the third. His second of the season, and even strength. All our goals have been even strength as
number 11, Brock Scott, assisted by number 10, Drake Sternhagen. Again, number 11 from 10.
So Sternhagen gets the assist there as Tigers kept up the pressure again right off the faceoff. But here come the Spartans. Minute and a half into the third. And last period, they scored right away after LEA did. So we got to put the clamps down here and get another goal and get some distance between us. 15-12 to play. 3-2 LEA, and coming out of the bunch there is Eli Boone for the Spartans. They play it into the zone. Stadheim with a save. Kicks it off to the half wall, and still controlled by the Spartans. Try and shove it in this corner there, but Stadheim's up to that trick. And half wall on the far side. Tigers trying to get it out of the zone. They finally do, as Archie Nelson plays it down the ice. And we get a line change for both clubs. It's going to be Sam Stay, Jacob Kolker, and Tyler Balf, the one line here for the Tigers, with Brua bringing it into the zone. His defense mate Ethan Styler also out there, and he's going to come into play here as they try and shut down the breakaway there. They do. Back the other way. Yeah, if you watched the game and didn't know the score, you'd think we were up, and you looked at the shots, you'd think we were up 5-2 or something, but it has been a tough one. 3-2. Here comes a nice try for, a miss by Stay. He was out front. Nice goalie move for Unglesby, and he was able to corral that one. Pretty good chance for Sam. That would have been his first of the season. Get that first one, Sammy. Connor in the face-off. Gets it back to Anfinson. He takes a shot. That's blocker saved or stick saved into the corner by Unglesby, and still in the zone as Brua has it. And right in the center between the circles, they play it out of there. Knocked back into the zone by the Tigers. 13:30 to go. As the Spartans have it at the red line and dump it in, right on goal, and Stadheim makes another save. Brua on the half wall, reverses course. Trying to set things up here with 13:15 to play in the third. Brua sends it up ahead, and it's Brock Scott. Can't quite hold on to it, and back the other way it goes. Well, that hit Connor's skate as Brua was trying to pass it to him, but Connor wasn't looking. Still, it's in the zone. Anfinson actually takes a shot that hits traffic out front. And back the other way come the Spartans into the zone, and a whistle offsides. So the red dot outside the Alberley blue line is the next face-off spot. And Keaton Bremer is in the face-off. He's got Sam McGill and Archie Nelson out there with him. And Anfinson and Styler defensively. Down the ice, racing for it and winning that race is going to be Luke Milner of Simley. 12.5 to play. 3-2, Albert Lee. And it's played back in by Nelson. And he's chasing it down there in that far circle. It's knocked out of the zone, but Anfinson right there to pick it up and shoot it right back in. Into the corner. Back and forth it goes, just out of the zone, then back in the zone. It's 12 minutes to play. And a 20-shot lead for Alberley, 32-12. But just one goal advantage on the scoreboard at 3-2. Well, I'm going to go into the forecasting business if it ends up 4-3 and we win. On the last second shot or overtime. That's kind of what I was hoping for. But we'll see what we got when we get there. I'd rather really see us get 2 quick goals here and win 5-2. That'd be fine. Take the mystery out of it. 11:20 to play. Skips out of the zone. Gathered up by the Spartans. And that's icing. And back into the Spartan zone to the left of Unglesby. Stadheim readjusting his goal there. Apparently came off a little bit. The ref didn't. No ref to help him. He just did it himself. And Persig facing off with Latendre. Both of them goal scorers in the game. That goes to Brua, who sends it in there, and it gets knocked into the corner. Persig centers, who actually took a shot to the side there. That was saved by Unglesby, and back the other way come the Spartans momentarily until Brock Scott takes care of the puck and knocks it back in. And here they come on a little bit of a rush, but all the defense is back. And the Tigers take it away right quick. Persig back behind. They play it down. Not out of the zone, though. It's out in front as they're going to have to use a different tactic to get that one out of there. As Brua sends it up to Persig. Taken away at the red line, but it's knocked off of Connor and into the zone, and they trip each other up over there. There's no call on that. incidental, I guess, as it knocks into the near corner and all the way down the ice for icing. Back to the SIMLEY end for the faceoff. And SIMLEY coach wants to talk to the ref.
Poor Sternhagen came to go out of the box and face first onto the ice.
Well, that's not good. As play continues now with Bremer in the corner, along with Sam McGill trying to break it free, and it kicks out of there, and on to the races. Luke Milner for SIMLEY. Cross ice, nice hit there, put on by Brewer. As they take it away from the Spartans, and the Spartans return the favor. Into the zone. Played off the rebound, off the sidewall here into the end, and fought for there. One-timer from beyond the circle by Bremer, and it gets knocked in. Somebody redirected that, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was Big Sam McGill.
Sammy! He gets his first of the year. And a 4-2 Albert Lea lead. 7:42 of the third. Sam McGill. First of the season, an even strength goal. And now I feel a little better with a 4-2 cushion. 9:18 to play. 22 shot lead now for Albert Lea at 34-12. Kolker in the face-off. Well, they got a buzzer.
Must need some clarification.
PA box needs, some. They switched out pucks. Is it that important? They had a puck. Here we go, 9:17 to go. 4-2 Albert Lea. As we've had somebody other than Brock Scott and Connor Persig score for Albert Lea finally.
Number 16, Sam McGill. Assisted by number 3, Keaton Bremer. Again, number 16 from 3.
And back behind the goal for the Spartans as they bring it out of the zone. Picked off by the Tigers at center ice. 8:40 to go. 2-goal lead for the Tigers. And that one is grabbed, knocked down with stay, but nothing called there. And play is offsides before the shot, so take a face-off at the red dot. Far side. Brewer and Styler on defense, and you got Sternhagen, Persig, and Scott out there on the line. Second line for the Tigers today. Stick goes flying, picked up there, held in by the Tigers momentarily, but Spartans are going to get it out of the zone with 8 minutes to play. 4-2 Albert Lea. As they take it away and come in trying to get more. That shot goes wide by Brewer. And now flying down the ice are the Spartans. But Brewer is the one who knocked him off his pace there. And a puck was loose and it goes in. Stadheim upset. He just momentarily lost sight of it. It was going back and forth. That's hard to keep track of. But they ended up scoring. And it's Eli Boone, I believe. No. First one to the Luke Tucito. Well, we'll see who they call it for. But they asked for the puck. Must have been a first goal of a career for somebody. That makes it 4-3, Albert Lea, and we're back to a one-goal advantage here with 7:40 to play. As the Tigers finally win that draw there, and Brewer's got it. Into the zone. Albert Lee, Stay, chasing it. Actually, that's Keaton Brimmer back behind the goal. Centers one. McGill unable to hold on to it, and he goes into the corner with it. Archie Nelson along there. Played out of the zone by the Spartans.
Scoring for Simley, number 7, Luke Taquito, assisted by number 22, Jamie Kennedy. Again, number 7 from 22.
Yeah, Laquito, his first probably goal of his varsity career as they got the puck for him.
Power play, Albert Lee.
As we got a penalty call here. They've been rare. We haven't had a power play yet tonight. We've had several penalties, but they were incidental or whatever, coincidental, what do they call that? But going in is Tyler Letendre for 2 minutes, and we will have the first power play here for Albert Lee. Up 4-3 with 6:53 to play. And the 5-on-4, they get it out of the zone, so they'll have to regroup here with Connor Persig. Sweeping into the zone. Nice breaks there. He reverses.
Penalty has been assessed to number 4, Tyler Letendre, 2 minutes for holding.
As they work it around the perimeter and then lose it off the stick of Sammy Stay. He goes to get it. Persick can't find it between his skates, and they got it. Finally regather it up here with Stay, bring it into the zone. Minute 20 to go, and the man advantage for the Tigers. They have not. It's not been a smooth power play here. They're 0 for 11 on the season on the power play too. Are the Tigers, and a little bit disarray here. As Spartans get a shot, that is a stick save or a pad save, maybe a blocker save by Stadheim. And quickly back across the blue line, a big hit there on Kolker, who tries to retaliate and kind of whiffed on that. 50 seconds is all that's left in the power play. As weaving in and as Persig is trying to go for the hat trick. And he centers one, and it's out of the zone with 35 seconds to go. 5.5 in the game. As Brua gets it taken away and out of the zone, but Brock Scott pushes it back in. Chasing it down is Tyler Balfe. And knocked out of the zone again with 16 seconds left in the power play. Brua gets it over to Archie. Back to Balfe. Archie again, and then behind the goal as time runs out on the power play. They're 0 for 12 this season. Into the zone comes the Spartans trying to tie this thing up here. 4:40 to go. But Albert Lee takes it away. Brock Scott on his horse. He's also got Tyler Balfe with him. And the shot is stopped by Unglesby and held on to with 4:33 to play. 4-3 Albert Lee. And there's some pushing going on out in front of the bench there between Letendre and Balfe. I think they just ran into each other and then had some unpleasantries to say to each other. Take off. That's probably what they said. Isn't that what they do in Canada? Bob and Doug McKenzie anyway. Here comes Sam Stay. Tried to center one, but nobody was home, and it goes across to the other side with 4:10 to play. They tried to stuff it in there, but it didn't quite work out for Kolker, and Unglesby was there to stop it. 4:10 away from victory. Finally worked the 2-goal lead and then let them back in. There's a shot that goes behind the goal by Brimmer. All the way down the ice. No icing as play continues in the Albert Lee defensive zone. It'd be nice to get a win here coming off the 2-game losing streak and 2 shutouts. to a couple of tough squads here, but they've got their confidence back. They're playing physically and staying ahead of SIMLEY for the most part all night, even though they'd come back to tie it. Tigers would eventually get the lead. Here's one taken away by Kolker, and it goes in. He's double teamed and knocked down. No call. But 3:29 remain after that shot. 38-14 in shots, Albert Lea. And a 4-3 lead in goals with 3.5 to play. Connor Persig in the face-off. And it's a draw that's won by the Spartans as they knock it out of the zone. Anfredson chases it down. Plays it off the wall up ahead to Brewer. As they go up the near side here in front of the benches. 3 minutes remain as the puck goes all the way down to the end and is called for... Ooh, there's a penalty. It's Sternhagen. Well, that'll give SIMLEY their first power play of the game. So Drake for 2 minutes. And the faceoff is right there to Stadheim's right. As penalty kill for Albert Lea has been a 70.6% success rate, which is quite low, really. You want
penalty has been
closer
assessed
to 90.
Albert Lea's number 10, Drake Sternhagen, 2 minutes for slashing.
As they gather up here with 1:38 to go in the penalty. Stadheim sends that one into the windows behind him and knocks it out of the zone. Big collision over there.
Penalty.
Going to be a penalty assessed as well. Is that Persig? No, number 7. Sam Stay.
Stay.
Well, yeah, Stay needed to stay out of that. Because now it's 5-on-3 for 1:23. And then 5-on-4 for another 37 seconds.
See what SIMLEY does here with their goaltender too. They might even try and pull their goaltender soon.
You got a timeout here. So if we have if you got a short break, you can take a minute or so. We can get that going here. 2:17 to go. 4-3 Albert Lea on AlbertLeaLive.com.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
You have a brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Franzen.
And we're back here now, development with a 5-minute major for not Sam Stay. We thought it was going to the Sin Bennett's Archie Nelson. 5 minutes. But still 1:23 to serve for Drake Sternhagen.
Well, I'm looking at the bench here, and there's a number 5 sitting on the bench, so I'm not
maybe
sure.
they have the wrong number. Maybe
I'm thinking it's Stay
for 5 minutes. They just got their 5s mixed up. So it is Stay for 5 minutes, but first the 1:23 for Sternhagen. So it'll be 5-on-3 for 1:23, and then another 3:37 of 5-on-4. Boy, if SIMLEY can't pull this one out, there's something wrong with them. What was that?
Number 7.
Yeah, 7 is not 5. They got that wrong. But face off to Sternhagen to Stadheim's left. This will be quite a trick for LEA at a 5-on-3 late in the game, clinging to a 1-goal lead. They'll be lucky to get out of this for overtime here, but there's a scramble for it on front, and Ledger able to hang on, and a SIMLEY player goes flying. Oh, he took a shot at Kolker. He's going to have to go. That's a 5-minute major. Stupid move by Eli Boone. Just walk away. How tough is that? I don't know if Kolker's going to go. He moved him away from his goalie, but Boone came in with a shot to the chest. If nothing comes of that, then the refs really don't know what's going on the ice. They don't. They have nothing going. That's unbelievable.
Connor's pleading with the ref now. He's like, you got our guy in there.
2:06 to go, and wow, that's disappointing. Wasn't much, but it was quite blatant. And they score from the far circle, and it's their leading scorer, Letendre, with his 2nd of the game and 8th of the season. Ties it up at 4. And that should do with the Drake penalty.
Yep, he's on the ice.
They haven't taken it off the board yet, but they're going to send Letendre to the box for the hit. Or no, that wasn't a hit. But how can he score the goal? Now I don't know. What did he do?
Maybe he may have said something or did something in the celebration we didn't see. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he tied it up. They still haven't put his goal on the board. And they got him in for 2 minutes. They got to take Drake off of there. And they still have Sam Stay as number 5. But it is number 7 for another 4:40. So right now, 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. And then they'll have 2.5 minutes of 5-on-4 against us. So we need a goal here. And Connor Persig wasting no time, sweeping in with Sternhagen right beside him. It's out in front. It's played in the corner. And off the wall, and not out though, held in nicely by number 17, Jacob Kolker. Shot at the side of the goal, it's loose! And a whistle stops play.
A little confused by that whistle. The puck was still clearly in front of the goal. But.
Well, they always say if the ref loses sight of it, he's got to blow his whistle, but, you know, you got to also be realistic. Minute and a half to go. It's tied at 4. They finally fixed the score, but they still have 5. Nelson in the penalty box instead of should be Stay, 7. I can't do their work for them over there. Trying. 1:20 to go. LEA with a chance again here as they sweep it in! Brua with his first of the year. Zayden Brua unties it with 1:15 to go. So that'll bring Letendre out of the penalty box. All right, he's discussing it with, they're not letting him out. No, he's got to sit for a while. That's strange. Usually if you score, well, it's even strength, so maybe that was it.
SIMLEY coach is trying to get the ref's attention here. He wants to know why his guy can't come out of the box.
Because it was even strength. It wasn't a power play goal. And 3:58 left in Stay's penalty, his 5-minute major. Minute 15 left in the game, so if Letendre serves the final 1:19, that's the rest of the game, and it's going to be 4-on-4 here, conceivably, for the rest of the game. And we have the 1-goal lead, so advantage Tigers. And it's taken away by the Spartans, but then the Tigers grab it back. Brua up ahead here to Keaton Brimmer, and he takes a shot, and that's redirected.
Number 4, Tyler Latendry, assisted by number 13, Ethan Unglesby, and number 33, Luke Milner.
My only guess is, since it was even strength, it's not a power play. You can only get the player back on a power play goal.
Right.
So, with 54 seconds left, Albert Lee with a 1-goal lead. Connor is in the face-off here. Both penalties have more time on them than we have on the clock, so it'll be the rest of the game for them if no goals are scored. And a 4-on-4 here. And they'll never get their last 2:38 of 5-on-4. Simley. It's hit around behind Stadheim. 40 seconds left as they bring it into the zone again. And a penalty coming.
I can't.
Yes. It is stopped finally with 23.9 seconds left. And we got a tripping call on Brua. Flurry of penalties here. The referees are taking over the game, which is never good. So Brua will go for 2. He'll never serve it. There's 23.9 to go.
They are empty netted on the Simley end.
Yeah, they pulled their goalie, and so they do have 5 skaters to 3 for Albert Lee. It's 23.9 as they try to tie it up, but Sternhagen turns it, he almost got out of the zone, but was blocked, and then they send it down the ice. In! Empty netter for Kolker! His first of the season. And that'll do it. 15 seconds to go, 2-goal lead.
Always impresses me how they can go from three-quarter ice and put it right in the center of the net like that.
Yeah, that was right on. Kolker with his first. Brua with his first. McGill with his first. And 2 for Persick tonight. And it's a 6-4 lead. And even though it's 5-on-3, that was a shorthanded goal for Kolker. 6 seconds left. And even outmanned, they're going to win it.
Jacob Kolker unassisted.
6-4 and a big win for Albert Lee. And that will give a team some confidence there. They're shorthanded 5-on-3. They get the empty net, shorthanded goal. And that's not the difference maker because Brua hit the game winner right before it. But, well, they got the job done.
Yeah, they did. They looked much better. Got a little sloppy towards the end, but for the most part, they looked really good.
And they stopped the 2-game losing streak, and they score 6 goals after being shut out in the previous 2 games. So let's get to the Service Master by cleanup, and we'll review everything and send you on your way here on a Saturday from AlbertLeeLive.com.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Ayat's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayat today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeeLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Back here at the Roy, and a big win, 6-4 for Albert Lea over SIMLEY as they make the trip back to Inver Grove Heights with a loss. And Jonathan's going to run back some replays here as I describe the goals scored. Boy, it was a flurry, after a 1-1 after 1 and a 2-2 after 2. That third period got out of hand, 6-4 final, as both penalties and goals erupted in the third. But Connor Persick started it out, 3:49 of the first, with his third of the year at even strength and a 1-0 Albert Lea lead. Then Tyler Tendre tied it at 15:20 of the first with his 7th of the season at even strength. It was 1-1 after 1. Second period had Connor Persick scoring his second goal at 1:47, 4th of the year, even strength. And then Ethan Unglesby scored his 4th of the season, even strength, to tie it at 2 at 2:19 of the second. Then it was the third period, 1:06 in, and Brock Scott scored his 2nd of the season, an even strength goal, gave Albert Lea the 3-2 lead. Sam McGill made it 4-2 at 7:42, his 1st of the season. Then Luke Tocido made it 4-3, and then Latundre scored his 2nd of the season, his 8th of the year, to tie it up. But then 2 goals for the Tigers in the last couple of minutes. Zayden Bruo, 1:15 to go, his 1st of the season. And Jacob Kolker got a shorthanded goal at the end, an empty netter, his 1st of the season, to make it 6-4. Parade of players into the penalty box, and I'm not sure exactly. We had scoreboard wrong. We had, I thought referees missed a couple things, including a cheap shot down in front of Stadheim. Somebody took a shot at Kolker's chest, and nothing was called on that. It's like, how can you let that go? 3 guys missed that. But, hey, it worked out in the end, and they got themselves a big 6-4 win. Busy week coming up. We start Monday at 6:15 with the orchestra and band concert. And, Jonathan, you were part of the, what do you play?
I play the trombone in the concert band.
Well, there you go. And my daughter, Farron, in the violinist in the orchestra, so we'll have that 6:15, I think, is the start. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You should know. You're on.
There's like 2 concerts, so the first one starts at 6:15 and the second one's supposed to be at 7:15.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I know my start time is 6:15, so we'll have that on AlbertLeaLive.com. And then more hockey, girls and boys, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday right here. Thank you, Jonathan Streckert, for helping out. Your first producing game. How do you think that went?
I mean, just kind of needed the experience to keep growing, so.
Now, you know any of these hockey players?
I mean, I guess I kind of see them throughout the school days and stuff. I won't say I'm really that close to any of them, but I know them through classes and stuff, so.
Sounds good. Chad Butzler as well, thanks again. You're not going to be with us Tuesday, but you're going to be there Thursday and Saturday?
Correct.
All right, sounds good. We will see you when we see you, and thanks for tuning in here on AlbertLeaLive.com.